Welcome, welcome, welcome. So, tonight's candle ritual is actually based on one of my favorite tarot cards ever, the Ace of Cups. This card is all about emotional renewal, open hearts, divine connection, and one of the most important things that we can ever find in this life, aligned love. This isn't about forcing outcomes or controlling another person or even chasing affection. It's about getting your heart aligned with romantic energy, whether that's calling in a new love or deepening the harmony you already have in an existing connection. Aligned love, much like I mentioned in our Queen of Cups meditation, it feels safe. It's mutual. It honors your boundaries and your growth. So before we begin, keep in mind this is a candle ritual, so try to find a space where you won't be interrupted for at least, we'll say 20 minutes to half an hour, because I'll be walking you through it, but definitely when you do this on your own, go at your own pace, go at your own speed, because nothing ever works unless you are going at your pace. So just real quick, before we get started, we're going to list a few things that we're going to need, and I'm going to explain a few things about how we're going to be going over this ritual. Now, keep in mind that all of these are absolutely optional based on your path, your preferences whenever you do candle rituals, and most importantly, what you're comfortable with in using. I definitely recommend a red and white candle. Red for romantic love, passions, and attraction, and white for purity and alignment. I also recommend a few fire-safe dishes. Now, in case you're using chime candles, for example, for your red and white candle, during the spell, you're going to find that I'm going to be asking you to place a couple things under your candle. These little chime candle holders are absolutely fabulous, but if you don't have one, no problem at all, because you're still going to need a small fire-safe dish, just because, things happen with the paper you're going to need and a pen. We'll also be talking about some herbs that you'll need. And if you happen to have a tarot deck, if you've got your Ace of Cups handy, excellent. If you don't have a tarot deck but you would still like to use an Ace of Cups, there's no shame in Googling Ace of Cups tarot card and seeing what styles are out there, because this one's actually from my personal deck. This one's from the deck that I use when I read for others, and I still got other decks for different uses, so there's no right or wrong illustration as long as it's aligned with your energies. Now, as far as the herbs, I recommend using at least one, but no more than 3, so you don't make the energies too chaotic, because, again, magic is much like your computer or your phone. Too many tabs up, things get wonky, right? Same thing here. 1 to 3. That's all you need. Now, some suggestions are roses or rose petals for unconditional love, heart healing, lavender for peace, emotional balance, and healthy attachments. Emphasis on healthy. Reference my Queen of Cups lesson in case you're not quite sure. Some basil for attraction and relationship harmony. Cinnamon. Cinnamon's a good one, or my personal substitute for cinnamon is ginger, for movement and warmth. Chamomile for calm and gentle love. And last but not least, a great one that I am willing to bet is in your pantry, rosemary. Yes, you can use this stuff that's right in your kitchen. I promise you, it will not flurb a thing. But you can use rosemary for commitment energy and clarity. Now keep in mind, I said 1 to 3. You don't need to do any more than those. And a quick option, because I like to call in my deities whenever I'm doing any ritual, because, hey, that extra boost is a beautiful helper. But in the event that you're not quite sure on who to call on, or if you'd like to try someone new, if you will, and you are welcome to skip this entirely if it's not your jive, but a couple of great goddesses are Aphrodite and Freya. Both are excellent goddesses for love and personal empowerment. And if you'd like to add some masculine energy in there to kind of balance it out a little bit, highly recommend, because, you know, hey, that's all what love is, right? Balancing energies. Eros is a great one for romantic love and connection. Or Freya's twin brother, who is all about abundance, harmony, and sacred unions. Now, again, that part's entirely up to you if you'd like to add it in. No judgment either way. And as I mentioned, before we get started, I wanted to let you know that I did do this with both couples and singles in mind, alright? Not just one or the other, and the beginning and end are essentially exactly the same for whether you're a single person calling in aligned romantic love, or if you're a couple and you're just trying to, you know, balance things out again because you might be hitting a rough patch. Happens to the best of us. Now, if you're watching and taking notes, no worries. When you see both of these cards, they're for both the singles and the couples. If you're seeing just this card, it's for the singles. If you're seeing this card, it's for the couples, okay? Singles, couples. Alright, are we ready to get started? Let's dive in. Alright, so to get set up, you're going to place the candles in front of you, red on the left, white on the right. You're going to place your fire-safe dish or bowl between the candles with your Ace of Cups just above the bowl. Keep the herbs close by. We will be using them. Now sit comfortably and imagine roots extending gently from your body into the earth. Feel supported. Now hold your paper and write one sentence. For singles, I call in emotionally aligned romantic connection rooted in mutual respect, safety, and love. For couples, I strengthen emotional alignment, intimacy, and harmony within my relationship. Fold the paper once and place it beneath the white candle if it's safe, in the fire-safe dish if it is not. Now hold both candles in your hands and close your eyes. Say softly, I open my heart to aligned love. I release confusion. I welcome clarity. Now place your candles where you plan to light them, whether on the fire-safe dish, securely, or within their holders. Light the white candle first and say, I honor alignment, clarity, and emotional truth. Now light the red candle and say, I welcome romantic energy rooted in respect and mutual desire. Sprinkle your chosen herbs lightly around the candles or onto the fire-safe dish. If invoking divine support, this is your moment. Speak their names gently and with respect. Invite them in. And take a very deep breath in and out. And this is the part where we start with the singles. Couples, we will be getting back to you shortly. If you are single in doing this ritual, place your hands over your heart. Bring the Ace of Cups to mind and imagine it overflowing with luminous, clear, beautiful water. This represents emotional availability. Now say slowly, I am ready to receive love that meets me where I am. Visualize a soft light filling your chest. Let it expand outward. Now imagine your future connection arriving gently. Not rushed, not chaotic, not confusing. See yourself feeling seen, chosen, respected, emotionally safe. And picture how that feels. Joyous laughter, easy conversation, mutual effort. Now say, I release loneliness-driven choices. I release settling. I release emotional scarcity. Take a breath and release all of those negative ideas and emotions. Now take another breath and say, I attract love that aligns with my values. I welcome partners who meet me in honesty. I trust divine timing. Sit quietly for a minute, watching the candle flames. Let the warmth dance through your body. All right, couples, this is your middle point. If your partner is present, invite them to sit with you during this. If not, hold their image gently in your heart. Place one hand on your heart and one on the space beside you. Visualize a ribbon of light connecting you both. And say, I choose emotional presence. I choose mutual understanding. I choose aligned love. Now visualize past misunderstandings dissolving. Not erased, healed. See your connection becoming calmer, more open, more emotionally safe. If your partner is present, invite them to place a hand in yours and say, we grow together, we listen with compassion, we honor each other's growth. Now visualize shared moments, evenings spent together in joy, honest conversation, shared laughter. Feel gratitude from those moments. Let it fill your chest. Now, whether you're doing this as a couple or as a love seeker, return your attention to the candles. Take 3 slow breaths and say, what is aligned will remain. What is not will gently fade. Allow the candles to burn a few minutes longer if safe. You may snuff or blow them out when ready, knowing the intention continues working. Keep your paper and, if possible, the herbs somewhere meaningful for a few days. And after those few days, bury them either in a potted plant or release it to the wind and thank the energies that aided you. I do hope that that small ritual does help you out, and I do apologize for not doing it with you. I'll be honest and say, kind of going through a couple things myself right now in the love department, so I didn't want to get too emotional. But after, whether you are a love seeker or a couple, if you would like to do a journal entry afterward to kind of help you keep the energy rolling towards that aligned love, here's a couple prompts to kind of think about. What does aligned love feel like in your body, in your nervous system? What would let you know that you are finally in a safe spot? And also, what are you no longer willing to accept to have that aligned love? Are you done giving excuses over things that you know that shouldn't be? Are you done with feeling like you have to shrink to be in that relationship or in a future relationship? And also, another very important thing to consider: how can you show up more openly in connection? Because remember, every relationship requires both parties, or if you're poly, all parties, to work together to build it into something beautiful. Now, before I let you guys go and let you go play with herbs, candles, and all sorts of other fun magic, I've got one more affirmation to give you when things feel a little sticky or a little rocky when you're trying to work towards aligned love. Because remember, this is not a overnight fix. This is not going to make everything better in the next 2 minutes after you got the thing done. This is just to help ease the path towards aligned love. And you can have this as a sticky note on your mirror. You can make this a wallpaper on your phone, wherever you are able to see it and have that reminder. The affirmation is: I am worthy of emotionally aligned love. I honor my heart. I trust the unfolding. And like I said, you can use that whenever things feel like they're not going towards the path that you think that you should be on, or whenever aligned love feels like it's impossible to achieve, because it's not. It is possible. It is in your future, even if it doesn't feel like that now. But thank you for being here. I do hope that this spell does help you out, and feel free to share it with a friend who may need an idea on how to ensure aligned love comes into their life a little easier. And I will see all of you again soon.